Hello, this is Alejandra Sierra. I'm in English class number 5 and this is the learning activity number 3. Today I'm going to be talking about Mars family, one of the most successful families in the world that have been working to create products and services that people and pets love since the last 106 years. The first character of this family is Mr. Franklin Clarence Mars. Frank was born in 1883. When he was a kid, he got the polio illness, so he couldn't go to school for a few weeks, and his mother, Elba, gave him lessons and also taught him how to hand dip chocolate in their kitchen. A few years later, Frank marries with a school teacher and has their first child, Forrest Mars. Meanwhile, in 1910, Frank creates and starts selling buttercream candy in Tacoma, Washington. 10 years later, in 1920s, Frank moves to Minneapolis and there he founds his first candy business. In 1922, Frank introduces the Marlboro Bar candy, and even they produce other candies. It became so popular that the entire company was known by people as the Marlboro Bar Company. Unfortunately, this bar was very delicate and it was very difficult to conserve during the transportation process. In this moment, Frank was working with his son Forrest, and in 1923 they collaborated to launch a new candy bar, the Milky Way. This fact was very important because this bar had so success that they had to hire a full-time skilled staff. In 1929 they moved to Chicago to open a food production plant with the purpose of getting a more centralized location. This new plant had a railroad access and business booms. With the hard work of Frank and his son, they invented in 1930s the popular Snickers bar. Three Musketeer chocolates moved to the UK, starts to enlarge their portfolio and enters in the pet car business by producing pet food. In this location, they were able to introduce their products in Europe as Malteser's Chocolates Bar. In 1940s, Forrest goes back to the United States and established M&M Limited as a new company. Their first productions of M&M candies were made for the US military. Then, during the Second World War, because of their rationalizing, they couldn't keep the high standards for all their products and made some campaigns supporting the army, telling the best quality for that time was going to be remain for the soldiers. And then they launched the M&Ms to the general public, making it authentic by placing an M letter on every single piece of chocolate. A few years later, in 1955, Mars expanded their business to drink industries and vending machines, and with the success of M&M's plain chocolate candies, they opened a new production plant in New Jersey. They expanded to Australia, Netherlands, and worked in getting better quality for the products and investing on pets from launching brands as Whiskas, Chomp, Calcan, and more. They also worked in the rice industry, and by 1969 Forrest Mars retired of the business. In 1981 they started producing Skittles in the US, opened the Cocoa Research Center in Brazil to develop more suitable cocoa varieties. In 1989 adds pasta to its portfolio in Australia under the name of Alora, enters in the frozen snack bar business with Dove Bar, and then they opened a manufacturing facility in China. They launched Orbit Gums, create pet hospitals, work with sustainable plants, invest in animal DNA, work with health products for humans, healthier candies, and much more. Actually, Franklin Mars heirs are still working in this huge empire that is built with brands of different sectors, and the future of the company is set to their research and the commitment with environment. They have proved it in the last years by opening wine farms, opening water processing plants. They have created an specialized area of the company focused on the human health and wellness, and even are helping associations for the wildlife. Thank you.